In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a scribble animation from A to Z with Procreate for Valentine Day. Let's go! First up, right, this process, this text animation is for beginner to intermediary learner, okay? So keep that in mind, but I go through very slowly, okay? So you can follow me along. And also, there's a timestamp as well. Check down the description, click on the description, there's a timestamp. So you can go to whatever era you need to, okay? Just go and repeat it again and you will catch it, I promise. First up, I'm gonna show you guys what I've done so far. Let's play. So that's the animation, roughly, okay? Nothing special. I love you with a mark, okay? But we're gonna do a Valentine special as well. This could be Valentine special, but I'll do a scratch from scratch for you guys, okay? So we can begin fresh. First thing you wanna do is start a new canvas. What in Procreate they call it is a canvas, okay? So go to the plus sign right here. Now with this, you can use a Apple Pencil, okay? That's all you need. Procreate, the iPad, and a lot of imagination and a lot of learning to do this stuff. Go to the plus sign right here on top corner, tap on that, and you create a new canvas, okay? Now, for our canvas, because we're gonna go to a screen, right? So we've got to be 16:9 aspect ratio. So there's a few things here. There's the 720p, so I'll probably do that. Because right now, the iPad and Procreate and Apple iOS, they limit the RAM that can be used. So the maximum depends on your layer size. It's a cap layers that can be utilized by Procreate. And it's not Procreate fault that happened, but it's a Apple iOS system. They try to protect the MacBook Pro. So all the effort is in the MacBook Pro, not the iPad. iPad Air, iPad Pro. Right now, learn this first, but be aware that there's a limitation to how many layers you can do with the iPad in Procreate. And that's determine your size, okay? So I'll click here, okay? There's how many layers, maximum layers I can do, okay? Right there. Okay, so, and you can get your property there, okay? So determine your size and you know, so just do a small one, a 720p. It's HD, but with this right, you try it will come into a smaller. You do a smaller thing, okay? So it's not a big canvas 4K kind of stuff. No. So I have a preset here ready. YouTube thumbnail 720p. That is HD as well. So that's good enough for me. Right now is a blank canvas. Okay. Now what you want to do now is write down your text. Okay, it's a text scribble at the end of the day, right? What you want to do is choose your brush. Select the brush that you want. I like calligraphy. So start out with I'll try about a script. Okay, so done. Select your text, your color, I mean. Go for red. Okay, that will do me. So that's the new layer. Yep. Size. Try that first. So happy. Okay. You can do another one, okay? So just do undo. Okay, just 2-finger tap. Okay, new layer. Valentine's new layer. There. Okay. Now the reason why we want to do work in layer because you can change each of these layers, okay? So right now it's in layer like that, right? I'll show you that. Now I can change it around. So start with happy. So I can move it around. So make somewhere in medium middle. Right there, that will happy. Make me happy. Okay, now the Valentine. Okay, let's move it around. Okay, that will do me. Now probably have to move it down because my handwriting is not straight. Okay, so you want to walk on a wall. Move it down a little bit. Yeah, so make it straight. There you go. Now the day. Okay, let's move it across. Uniform. That will do me. Okay, so get a new layer, and what you want to do is do a green screen. Okay, the reason why you want to do green screen is because it's easier for us to, in our editing software, to do a chroma key. Chroma key is very easy. Okay, so if you have that ready, and this can be overlaid to anything. Okay, so just move it down like that, down, and it's usually protect with the green screen, right? Is with any editing software, video editing software, they can do it. Okay, we can do the animation without the green screen, but what I like to do is with the green screen, so it's easier for us. Okay. Now, what you want to do is group all these together. Okay, so to group, select, just swipe across the layer, swipe across. Okay, like that. Okay, swipe your pen across from left to right. Okay, and you select all of it. Okay, then you group. Okay, now it's in one group. The next thing you want to do is duplicate the group. Okay, so duplicate the group, swipe left, duplicate. Okay, now guess what? We haven't done much animation right so far. Now is the animation begins. Okay. Okay, see that? I just squeeze it around, squeeze it together. Okay, to make it like into one group. So it makes it easy for us. Okay. Okay, wrong layer. Just move this back and forth. To move the group layer, you just hold and press. Long hold and press, and you move it around. Hold. Okay, you can move around. Okay. Long hold on it, hold and press. What I call hold and press, and you can move around. Okay, so I want the top layer to be bottom layer. So I want to protect the original one. So I just toggle that off. So I hide that layer. So there's a tick sign. So you hide that layer. Okay. Now go to this one. Should you rename it? Okay. To rename it is very easy. It's easier for us to do later. Otherwise, rename it. Say Valentine Day 1. Okay. The reason why I put a 1, a number to it, is because we're going to do a lot of layers. Okay, over time. Have 1, 2 to whatever. Okay, so it's easy for us to navigate later on. Okay, but it's very optional. Okay, but as a beginner, to make sense of everything, I suggest you name your layers. So to name your layer, tap on it. Okay, then there's rename, flatten, or combine down. So just tap on it, boom, and there's a pop-up screen come out. Okay, rename, flatten, or combine. Now, we haven't done any animation yet. Okay, I'm just showing you guys the process. Okay, make another copy. Okay. Now, the animation begins. Okay. Now, we turn this to rename this to number 2. Okay. So I'll show you guys the proper way of doing it. Okay, slowly, but you get the idea. Okay. To make a scribble, the easiest way is to do an elimination process. Okay. Turn on to your rubber right here. The rubber. Change to whatever brush you want. But I like to use the airbrush, the soft brush. Okay, easier. So the soft brush, let me show you. Make sure you select on the layer you want. Okay, see that? That's the soft brush. Okay, undo, double 2-finger tap on the canvas and we undo. To do a animation, text animation, it's very easy. You just begin at the end. Okay, so you do a elimination like that. Boom. Okay. Then you create a new layer. Okay. Slowly you build up. Okay, so to make a new layer, select on the group, whole group, a group layer. So that means you duplicate the whole group. Okay. Then change the name. Number 3. Now select on the layer, do more illumination. Okay, done. Now duplicate the group layers. Boom. Select on the layers and eliminate the. Oops, that's too much. Okay. Okay, now continue. Okay, duplicate. The T is very tedious. Okay, now I'm gonna do a lot of duplication. Copy, duplicate, all that stuff. Now I'm gonna finish all this up, and I'll come back to you guys. Okay. Now I'm right at the end of the hedge. So happy. So from happy Valentine Day. So I slowly eliminate one by one. So I'll show you guys that at the end. I'll do the hedge right now. So hedge. Actually, just slowly you do it. Okay, no need to be rushed. Now it's best if you do this when you are really fresh, okay? Because you need a lot of concentration. What I do is I do it in the beginning of the morning when I first wake up. That is when my mind is really the freshest. Okay, so that's my time. Okay, whatever your time, you do it. Okay, duplicate, select layer, and eliminate the whole thing. Okay, then duplicate another layer. Now, I didn't rename, okay? Okay, I did lazy, okay? I didn't rename. Okay, so Valentine. So every time you make a new layer, it's better if you duplicate, rename it, but I did not have the time. And I am more experienced, so I don't have to do it. But you, my friend, need to learn how to rename it. So if there's a mistake, you can know what group of layers you need to go back to. But for me, more experience like me, that's where you do a shortcut. But I try to teach you the right way, okay? 1, 2, 3, I name it. Okay, that's you should do the same thing. Okay, don't be lazy like me. But right now, I just try to do fast for you guys. Also, if you rename, you know how many layers you've been creating. So right now, I'm clueless. I can count, but yeah. Now, the next thing you want to do is turn on the animation assist. So what you do is go to your wrench, okay, so your action tab. Now go to canvas, turn on animation assist right there. Boom. Now then you start to play it. Play. Okay. Now we have an animation, as I told you. Okay. You can do this. Okay. Easy. Very simple process, but it's more tedious. Now that's happy Valentine Day. Can we see a problem there? It's going backward. That is our problem. But it's not really a big problem, okay? It's not a big problem. Let me pause it. Now, we have to move all this around to make it right. But the reason why I keep it this way is because I know in my editing software there's a reverse button. So when you do reverse button in your editing software, this process takes 10 seconds to do, and you have the perfect thing. Instead of me going one by one to move this around, work smarter, my friend. Use your editing software, reverse video, boom, you're good to go. Right now, we just concentrate on our settings, okay? So how many frames do we want to play with? Okay, frame per second. Now the first setting is the loop. That's what I like to use. So you can keep looping around the animation. Okay, ping pong one shot. I don't do that. I just loop. The most I use is the loop. Now, frame per second. I like to use 24 frames. Okay, for my animation. And most of my shot that I shot is in my camera is 24 frames per second. Now, if you're shooting at 30 frames per second, do the animation in 30 frames per second. Okay, but for me, I shoot 24 frames per second. Now, the onion skin is when the painter or animator, they use brush by brush. Okay, they put it on. But we are cheating. We are doing the elimination process. which is a smarter way of doing things. Okay, we're still animating, but we are doing it like, you know, the smart way. Okay, I'm sure you got the smart way of doing animation. I'm always about, you know, think shortcut, but think smarter. Okay. At 24 frames, what happened there? It's gone a little bit faster, right? Before it was 15 frames per second, now it's 24 frames per second. Do you like it? If you're happy with that, you can export it out. But for me, it's going too fast, a little bit fast for me, okay? So what I do is I will duplicate all these layers, okay? All these layers. Okay, so let's start from the top. I usually like to duplicate twice, okay? So swipe across, duplicate, swipe across, duplicate, okay? Then go to the fourth one, so 1, 2, 3, we have 3, so go to the fourth one, duplicate, okay? So you keep repeating that. So what are you doing now is just make it longer, make your video longer, the animation longer, okay? So that's why you want to work in layers and group. Now it show up slowly, it show up, right? Let me do it out like that, so you can. Now that's why this animation take a long time to do. The illumination that I did before, it took me 15 minutes just to do the illumination. Now if you add the rename of the layers, it'll take time. That's why I skip that process, the rename. Okay, keep going, you need it there. So that's why I suggest to you, when you do this animation, your mind needs to be very fresh because you need to concentrate a lot. Okay, but once you know the process, my friend, very powerful. This technique here, simple yet powerful way of doing animation. Okay, basically the imagination is endless. And with Procreate, right, there's so many brushes that you can play with. Okay, so with the Valentine Day here, I can have so many variation of the same thing and have different look as well. And my handwriting is different to anyone else, and your handwriting is different from anyone else. So that should help you with make a unique animation for yourself only. Now, if you make a duplicate the different layers, does it matter? Not really. Basically, this is the same thing. Okay, Valentine Day. That's it. Okay, let's play it again. Okay, now it's slower. Okay, there's more frames. I think that's good enough for me. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is export this out. Now, to export, go to your range, share, okay, your action, share. Now, you want to share the layers, okay? There's a few things we can play with. We can do a GIF. So basically, it's continuously going around like that. Happy Valentine Day, and that you can post up on this on your social media. So if you have your lover or something, you want to write a message to her, export out as a GIF, okay? And it's continuously loop like that, okay? But for me, I like to use a MP4, okay? Animate into an MP4 file. Click on that, 24 frames per second, okay? Export, okay, then I'd like to save it to my thing. Green screen, that's my art. So Happy Valentine, so save it better name, right? Okay, done. Now this is our text here, so now it's MP4, Happy Valentine, okay? 720p, play it again. Now, to finish it off, right, we need to go to Lumafusion, okay? The video editing software that I like to use is Lumafusion. The reason why I suggest you guys learn Lumafusion is because it's cheap. Hand in hand with Procreate, perfect. Whatever Lumafusion can't do, Procreate can do. Whatever Procreate can't do, Lumafusion can do. Right now I can't reverse the video in Procreate, right? But I fire up Lumafusion. For me, to make a reverse is very simple. Okay, one button. Okay, reverse. Okay, then Lumafusion will do the reversing process for me. Okay, now it's in correct order. Now once you fire up Lumafusion, Okay, done. Okay. The reason why I like to go to do chroma key is what? Like this, right? And I just do a chroma key and I happy Valentine Day. Okay. And I can reshape whatever I want. Okay, so I can change to the text size to somewhere around here. Now, that is Lumafusion. A quick snapshot of what I can do. Okay, let's play it again. Okay, so now it's a text animation. Okay, Scribble animation. Simple, easy. Do you want to download the animation? You know now how much time it takes me to do it, right? So if you want to use my time, go ahead. I make it available for you guys at a cost to you guys, of course. Check it out on Gumroad. So it helped me make more of this kind of animation videos, tutorial for you guys, okay? Check it out down in the description below. If you need to learn more about Lumafusion, check out this video out here as well. I'll see you in the description. I'll see you next time with another video. Bye.